About 2 weeks ago, I was driving home with my mom, and she picked me up from practice. We were driving home. We passed by this lake, and as we were by like a traffic light. We were at a red light, and we looked at the lake. My mom looked at the lake, and she's like, "Oh no!" And she told me to look, and I saw there was this duck in this bulldog's mouth. It was this giant ass bulldog, and it had a tiny little duckling. It was this tiny baby duckling in the dog's mouth. And my mom was kind of like sad that, wow, this baby duckling is gonna die, because it was straight up in the dog's mouth, like by the neck. It looked like it was dead. And then I told her, you know what, I'll go save that duck. I'll go run out and save the duck. So then I get out the car, and then I run at this dog. Like, I run around the pond, because you can't just run, you can't walk on water. I'm not Jesus. I had to run around the pond, and then I start barking at this dog. It's honestly funny now that I'm thinking back that I'm barking at the dog. And then I scream at it again, like at the top of my lungs. And then this dog gets scared of me. It just runs away. And this is like a very strong looking dog. It's not no Chihuahua. It looks like a big bulldog. It's a big bulldog. Bulldogs are like one of the most dangerous types of dogs. No, up there with the pit bull, you know. But I basically saved this duck, because then the dog, it drops the duck when I scare it. It just runs away and it drops the duck. And then I pick up the duck, I put it back in the pond. But what's the lesson here? Why would I tell you this? We humans are at the top of the food chain. There's a lot of arguments in this situation that, oh, I shouldn't have intervened. I shouldn't have saved the duck, because that's the natural way of life. That's the natural cycle of life. A lot of people told me that. I was thinking that to myself right after I saved it. I'm like, should I have intervened? It's gonna happen anyway. But then I did some more thinking, and I'm like, dude, we're humans. We are at the top of the food chain. We control what happens. We control how things go. We get to choose if the duck lives. We get to save animals. We get to intervene in those situations. We choose what happens. And then this made me think, like, wow, I'm so grateful to be a human. Like, I'm so glad I wasn't born a little pig. My video just cut out. I just ran out of storage, so I just had to delete like YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. So yeah, I just had to do that. But I was saying, I'm so glad I wasn't born a pigeon, like a little pigeon, or a fish. I'm so glad that I'm a human, because we're the only creature on this earth that gets to choose what happens. We are the dominant force on earth. We've made thousands of cities, skyscrapers reach the roofs and reach the skies in the middle of the desert in Dubai. It's crazy what we've done as a civilization. But then that got me thinking, what am I doing with my life? What are people in my society doing with my life? I was just thinking to how the previous day I was on YouTube for like 3 hours straight watching this podcast. And that got me thinking, like, what am I doing with my time? I'm a human, bro. I should be making some change or something. I should be doing something in this life. And then I also thought about something that is very personal. People don't like to talk about this. It's like a taboo in our society. But death. Think about when you're going to die. It feels uncomfortable to think about that. It feels uncomfortable to think about that because you don't really know what's going to happen. You might have some certain beliefs. I believe in Islam. I believe I'll go to heaven or hell. But the point I'm getting at here is you should be grateful to be alive right now. You battled other millions of sperm to even make it to this life. Like, you are a blessing. It is a blessing that you're even here. It's like a miracle that you're even on this earth, because it could have been any of the other thousands of sperm that were faster than you, that could have been faster than you. But just think about this. You only have limited time on this earth. How are you going to leave a mark? Why should you leave a mark? Think about these broader questions for your life. And what else? That's about it. My name is Forrest Faisal. This is the first video in a while. There's been a lot happening. I just haven't been uploading. It's on me. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna try to just upload whenever I want to. I'm not gonna make it a chore. So see ya whenever. My name is Forrest Faisal. Think big.